Hello, Apple Valley. This is Mr. Mons, principal of Apple Valley High School. The first thing I want to do is welcome each of you to the 2019-20 school year. I'm excited to be joining over 450 of our newest Eagles as we start our journey together. Whether you are a returning senior or a first-year student, I want to encourage each member of our community to step out of our comfort zones and try something new this year. Yes, you will be sure to make some mistakes when you leave your comfort zone, but that's where the big learning happens. You'll find that this is a community where people help each other out, express gratitude, and value the diverse interests and experiences that make Apple Valley a truly special place. You belong here, and we're thankful for what you bring to our rich legacy of achievement and excellence. Apple Valley focuses on our Valley vision to create a positive and welcoming culture for all. We show respect to others at all times, and we are ready to learn. As you know, we're on a shortened schedule today. You will get a chance to meet all of your first trimester teachers, as well as 9th through 12th grade students in your advisory. Tomorrow, we'll be on a regular schedule with classes starting at 7:30 a.m. The purpose of this video is to communicate the District 196 rules and regulations to all students, while at the same time introducing you to some of our staff members. It is important that all students listen and understand the expectations set by the district to ensure a safe and positive learning environment. Teachers, please make sure to mark attendance on both campus and the sheet provided by the attendance office. You may pass out the student handbooks at this time. Apple Valley High School is an exciting place to be. As a STEM school that is dedicated to academics, arts, and athletics, students have an incredible number of opportunities to find that spark that ignites a passion for learning and a pride in being an Apple Valley Eagle. Our nationally recognized E3 STEM program offers students the opportunity to explore STEM careers, education, and career pathways. Speak to your counselor if you would like to learn more. We have an amazing building as a result of our community support. Please do your part in keeping the building in great condition. Our exterior doors are equipped with alarms, so please be sure to use the front door to enter the school and do not open any locked doors to allow people to enter from the outside. In closing, I would like to thank each of you for your attention to this video. You will be hearing from our administrative staff as well as our school resource officer. Next up is Mr. Biskins, our assistant principal for student services. Have a great start to your school year, and thanks again for being with us at Apple Valley High School.
Hey, welcome Apple Valley High School Eagles to another great school year. It's always fun to welcome new students into our building and our new staff, and we are excited for the start of this school year. A couple of things that I want to go over with you. First, it is Picture Day on Friday, so sometime in your social studies class this week, you will receive a flyer for Picture Day, and on Friday, you will go down and get your picture taken in Gym D. It is important that you get this picture taken because you need your student ID with you. As we roll through the building, it's always good to have that on you, just in case a staff member wants to check and make sure you're where you're supposed to be. But also, in District 196, for certain events, if you have your ID with you, you get in for free. So seniors, even though you may not need a picture for the yearbook because of grad pictures, you can also stop down and get your picture taken so that you can get a new ID if you need one. The second thing I'd like to talk to you today about is our Pass No Credit policy. This is where you can take a class and receive a grade of passing if you earn the work. If you do not get above 60%, you would receive a no credit. You can do that for one class every trimester. Stop by the Student Services office and pick up the form if you would like to take a Pass No Credit class this year. Finally, I would like to talk to you about our Eagle Excellence program. One time every school year, our teachers get an opportunity to recognize and honor one student. This isn't a Student of the Month club. It is an opportunity for our teachers to select one student who is doing outstanding work or is being a great citizen in the hallways. We have a morning breakfast one time each month where students and their families are invited in to be recognized by our staff, honored and celebrated for the great things they are doing in the classroom and in our hallways. So remember, if you'd like an opportunity to receive the Eagle Excellence Award, do great things in the classroom and be a great citizen in the hallways. Once again, welcome back to Apple Valley High School. It's going to be a great school year, and we look forward to helping you out in our Student Services office.
Hi, I'm Officer Anthony Parker. I'm the new School Resource Officer at Apple Valley High School here, and I want you to know that I'm here to help provide a safe learning environment for students. My office is across from the learning stairs in the attendance area. Say hi and introduce yourself whenever you see me in the hallways, and remember to keep your valuables stored in a safe location and out of view. Academic lockers are the safest location for your valuables, or you could possibly just leave them at home. I'm a student resource officer, and I'm here to help you in any way I can. Enjoy the school year.
Welcome back to school, Apple Valley High School students. My name is Miss Cush. I'm here to talk with you about a variety of topics, all relevant to creating a safe, secure, respectful, responsible, and scholarly learning community. Let's start with student IDs. Because we are a large community, everyone does not automatically recognize or know all students and staff members. Staff members wear their ID badges, and you may carry your student ID with you. If you don't, please be prepared to identify yourself to adults in the building if asked. Students receive new IDs a few weeks after Picture Day. Should you lose your ID, replacements may be obtained for a cost in student services. Leaving and returning to the building during the school day. Apple Valley High School is a closed campus during the entire school day. Leaving campus for lunch and going to your car without permission is not allowed. Any student needing to leave the building during the day must have parent or administrative permission and must obtain an admit to leave. Admits are obtained at the attendance window or from your administrator. Leaving school without an admit is grounds for Saturday detention or other consequences. Your safety and attendance in school is our concern, so please do not leave the building without an admit to leave. If you arrive late or return to the building after an appointment, you must enter through door 1, the main entrance. You must check in through security, where you will receive your admit to class. Please note, Apple Valley High School is closed to all student visitors at all times. Coming to school early or staying after school hours. For the safety of our school community, all students coming early or staying past school hours must be under the direct supervision of a teacher, advisor, coach, or other staff member at all times. Our cafeteria and vending. All students who eat breakfast, lunch, or snack food items obtained from the cafeteria or vending or home, please grace the student body and impress the staff with your manners. Consume all food in the cafeteria, during breakfast, and fifth-hour lunch. Eating is not allowed in the new commons. Clean up after yourself and don't leave a mess. Dispose of trash in the appropriate receptacles in the cafeteria and throughout the building. Help keep our entire building clean, presentable, and polished with Eagle pride. Student expulsion, listen up. First time offense category. Follow along in your student handbook. Yes? Take it out. Open it up. Have you found the right page yet? These are the District 196 Student Rights and Responsibilities, the guidebook to student discipline used throughout District 196. Engaging in these behaviors can result in police involvement and expulsion from Apple Valley High School and all District 196 schools. Please follow along. Arson, intentional destruction or damage to school or district buildings or property by means of fire. Aggravated assault, committing an assault upon another person with a weapon or device used as a weapon, or an assault which inflicts great bodily harm upon another person. Physical assault upon a staff member, including agents, volunteers, and school resource officers. Acting with intent to cause fear in another person of immediate bodily harm or death, or intentionally bullying, inflicting, or attempting to inflict bodily harm upon another person. Any intentional harmful or potentially harmful physical contact or bullying initiated by a student against a staff member will be considered to be assault. Burglary, entering a building or a specific area of a building without consent and with intent to commit a crime, or entering a building without consent and committing a crime. Chemicals, intent to sell, give, or share, including possession of certain felony drugs, selling or sharing chemicals or drug paraphernalia, or offering to sell, give, or share chemicals or drug paraphernalia, including through electronic communication. Felony level chemicals include specifically cocaine, ecstasy, MDMA, heroin, prescription opioids, non-medical methamphetamine or meth, or magic mushrooms will result in expulsion. Robbery or extortion. Obtaining property from another person where his or her consent was induced by use of force, threat of force, or under false pretenses, including through the use of electronic communication. Sexual violence. A physical act of aggression or force or the threat of aggression or force which involves non-consensual sexual contact or sexual intercourse with another person, including intentional touching of clothing covering a person's intimate parts, intentional touching of a person's intimate parts, forcing any person to touch any person's intimate parts, or intentionally attempting or actual removal of clothing covering a person's intimate parts or undergarments. Theft or knowingly receiving or possessing stolen property. Unauthorized taking of the property of another person or receiving or possessing such property over $1,000. Threat of bomb or violence. With the purpose of terrorizing another or with reckless disregard of the risk of causing terror in another, directly or indirectly communicating a threat of a bomb or other act of violence against the school or another individual, including through the use of electronic communication. Possession of weapon or look-alike weapon. Possessing any firearm, whether loaded or unloaded, or any device intended to look like a firearm, any knife, any device or instrument designed as a weapon and capable of producing severe bodily harm, or intended to look like a device or instrument capable of producing severe bodily harm, or any other device, instrument, or substance which in the manner which it is used or intended to be used is calculated or likely to produce severe bodily harm or looks like it is calculated or likely to produce severe bodily harm. Also, please take note, offenses committed in a second or third time may result in police involvement and expulsion. False alarm, intentionally giving a false alarm of a fire or other emergency notification system, such as 911, or tampering or interfering with any alarm or alarm sensor. Alcohol, intent to sell, give, or share. Selling, giving, or sharing, or intending to sell, give, or share alcohol, including through the use of electronic communication, where selling, giving, or sharing is prohibited by Minnesota or federal law. Chemicals possession, under the influence, attempted possession or use of non-felony drugs, including marijuana. Possession of ammunition, mace, or pepper gas. Possession of bullets or other projectiles designed to be used in a weapon or other material designed to cause pain or injury. Physical assault upon a student. Damage of or tampering with property. Vandalism. Intentionally damaging or tampering with property that belongs to the school, district, or other students, employees, or others. Unauthorized use of fire extinguisher. Unauthorized handling of fire extinguisher or fire alarm sensors. Possession or use of fireworks. Using, possessing, or offering sale any substance, combination of substances, or articles prepared to produce a visible or audible effect by combustion, explosion, deflagration, or detonation. Mace, pepper gas, or taser possession. Possession of mace, pepper gas, tasers, or similar substances designed to cause pain or injury. Theft or knowingly receiving or possessing stolen property. Unauthorized taking of the property of another person or receiving or possessing such property over $500. If you have any questions about these or any other offenses listed in the Student Rights and Responsibilities Handbook, please speak with an administrator. Bottom line, be safe and make good decisions. Violent student behavior. Any student who engages in a behavior identified as VSB in the consequences chart will be identified as a student with a history of violent behavior. Whenever possible, teachers will be notified ahead of time if a student identified as VSB in the teacher's classroom. Building principals have discretion to provide notice to other staff members who also interact with the student. Our aim is to keep Apple Valley High School a safe, scholarly learning environment where all are welcome to gather, participate, and celebrate success in academics, arts, athletics, STEM, and beyond. Should you ever encounter something or someone that alarms you or appears suspicious or makes you uncomfortable, please report this activity to an adult staff member immediately. Your safety is of our utmost concern. Information on how to protect yourself in school, your car, and in general is available in the attendance office. As always, the adults at Apple Valley High School invite a dialogue with you about any of the areas discussed today.
Good morning, Apple Valley High School. I'm Mr. Tinder. I'm one of the administrators in the attendance office, and today I need to talk to you about three major topics. The first portion of my program today will cover student behavioral expectations. And we have two major expectations I want to briefly outline for you today. The first expectation is we expect all students here at Apple Valley High School to respect the people and the property that surround them. Everyone, regardless of who they are or where they come from, deserve to be treated with respect here at Apple Valley High School. Harassment and any type of bullying will not be permitted here at Apple Valley High School. At this time, I'd like to go over the district policy surrounding cyberbullying with you students. Cyberbullying is defined as the inappropriate use of technology such as, but not limited to, personal websites, web pages where students and or staff members are verbally abused, verbally assaulted, bullied, defamed, threatened, harassed, or terrorized, and the conduct impacts the ability of the school to maintain order and discipline. It is important to note that discipline may result from conduct that takes place from your personal or school computer. The conduct can also take place at school or at a remote site. Students who are disciplined underneath this category can face additional discipline infractions as well. Students, it's also important to respect the property that surrounds you. A lot of time and a lot of effort has been put into maintaining an educational environment that is one of the best in Minnesota. At this time, I'd like to go over the school district policy surrounding damage to property. It states, intentionally defacing, cutting, or otherwise damaging property that belongs to the school, district, other students, employees, or community members is prohibited. The consequences for this offense range from a 3-day suspension to an expulsion. Students, it's also important to be respectful to the people that are around you. Students need to follow the instructions that are given to them by all staff. The willful refusal to not abide by an instruction given by a staff member is called insubordination. The consequences for insubordination range from a detention all the way up to an expulsion. Our second major behavioral expectation that we have for you today is that you're accountable for your own learning. Remember, it's going to take a lot of work in order to graduate from Apple Valley High School, and it is our goal as a staff to support you throughout your high school experience, but also challenge you to become the best student that you can become. If you disrupt classes, there will be consequences. Keep in mind that your personal technology device can turn into a nuisance device. The school definition for a nuisance device is any personal belonging that could cause a disruption to the educational setting. The consequences for having a nuisance device range from a detention all the way up to a multiple-day suspension. Remember, students, you are welcome to use your personal technology devices before school, at lunch, and after school. You can also use your personal technology devices when you're encouraged to by your teachers or staff here at Apple Valley High School. If you are not given a direct instruction to use your personal technology device, you should keep it stowed away so it is not visible and audible to others in our learning setting. The first step to academic success is good attendance. Unexcused absences will lead to detention and also possibly Dakota County involvement. It is important that you're here, students, and it's also important that you turn in high quality work. Put your best foot forward. Do not accept half credit or no credit for homework assignments. When you're gone, you are also responsible for all of the work that you've missed. Contact your teacher or another student as soon as you come back to school in order to receive your work. Students, also have your parents write a note if you're gone or call the attendance office. These expectations will not only save you from school consequences, but will lead to academic success. The second major topic I'd like to talk to you about is chemicals. It's important that you understand the school rules surrounding chemical possession and use. The school district policy is as follows: possessing, influenced by, or using any narcotic or controlled substance or any item purported or believed to be a narcotic or controlled substance, or possessing or using drug paraphernalia where the possession or use is prohibited by Minnesota or federal law, or the over-the-counter or prescription drugs for the purpose for mood alteration, or using certain substances including synthetic marijuana or any related derivative for a mood-altering effect, or attempting to purchase or obtain any of the above, including through the use of electronic communication, is prohibited. The consequences for drug use or possession of any type of paraphernalia or chemicals range from a 5-day suspension to an expulsion. The last topic I need to talk to you about, students, is the topic of theft. Theft is defined as the unauthorized taking of another person's property, receiving or possessing such property. The consequences for this particular type of offense range from a 3-day suspension all the way up to an expulsion. Remember, if something does not belong to you, you need to return it to an adult or you need to leave it alone. I also have some very important information surrounding how you can protect yourself from being a victim of theft. The first piece of advice that I have for you is make sure that you have a lock for your gym locker. Over 90% of all of the thefts that happen here at Apple Valley High School take place in a locker room setting. It's also important that you do not bring valuables and also large sums of money to school. Students should also have their calculators engraved. And we would engrave your calculator for free in the attendance office, and we would also provide you with a pass if you are late to your next class. And the last piece of advice that I have for students is to make sure that you do not share your locker combinations or your lunch codes with other people. Our goal here at Apple Valley High School is to provide an environment where individuals feel safe and can realize their full potential here at Apple Valley High School. And so I wish all of you a wonderful school year. And if you have any questions, I'm located in the attendance office.
Hi, I'm Virgil Jones, the athletic director here at Apple Valley High School. I'm excited to lead the athletic department, support student athletes, and help add to the over 60 Minnesota State High School League championships here at Apple Valley. I want to speak to you today to talk about a few topics that are important to athletics and intramural activities. When you register as a student athlete here, you commit to honoring our athletic pledge. That athletic pledge consists of academically doing your best in the classroom all the time, remaining chemically free throughout your high school athletic career, and 3, being a good citizen. Not only here, but being a good citizen at home as well as in the community. If you don't participate in any of our Minnesota State High School League sports, I want you to know that we would love to have you participate in our intramural program here at Apple Valley High School. Third and last, fans. We want you to come be loud, be vocal, be engaged, and support our teams. But we want you to think about 3 things. 1, make sure you're having fun at our athletic events. 2, be positive. Enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the spirit, and practice good sportsmanship. And 3, be respectful. And what I mean by being respectful is to make sure that we honor not calling names, not calling out numbers, and finally, no negative chants. Eagle Pride, have a great year.
Hey, here's a couple of other things that we should talk about so you can have a successful school year here. Number 1 is Tardies. It is critically important that you get to your classes on time. At 3 Tardies, The teacher will meet with you, talk a little bit about it, remind you of our tardy policy. At 5 tardies and every subsequent tardies, there can be school discipline imposed. So please make sure you're showing respect for yourself, your teachers, and your classmates. So make sure you are getting to class before the 4-minute bell rings. At this time, I'd like to refer you to page 19 in the student handbook. And we're going to talk about a couple of very important items in there. The first is our policy and all of District 196 policy on fighting. District 196 defines fighting as adversarial physical contact differentiated from poking, pushing, shoving, or scuffling, in which one or both of the parties contributed to the situation by verbally instigating a fight and or physical action. Consequences here at the high school would be as follows. Your first offense of fighting will be a 3-day suspension. Second offense, 5-day suspension. Third offense is expulsion from all District 196 schools. Students should also know that if you are involved in a fight here at school, you will be issued a citation by the Apple Valley Police Department, which will require you to head to Dakota County Court in Hastings for a court appointment. Please make sure you are aware of this and we work out our differences in a positive manner. Next, please refer down to page 21 in that same part of the handbook, and we're going to talk about a very important issue titled harassment. Harassment is participating in or conspiring with others to engage in acts that injure, bully, degrade, intimidate, or disgrace other individuals. This includes indecent exposure, displaying pornography and harassing words, or actions that negatively impact on an individual or group because of their characteristics, including the use of electronic communication. Harassment based upon an individual's group sex, race, color, creed, religion, disability, national origin, marital status, family status, age, sexual orientation, genetic information, or public assistance shall be handled as harassment. The consequences for harassment are as follows. First offense is a 1-day suspension. Second is a 3-day suspension. Third offense, a 5-day suspension. And a fourth offense would be expulsion from all District 196 schools. Please make sure we are treating each other with respect and dignity as we go through this educational experience together. Finally, let's talk a little bit about social media. This is one of the growing areas in all schools, both positive and negative in our school climates. Social media can be a wonderful tool as we get information out to schools, to parents, to students about our activities and our successes. But social media also has some negative consequences when used incorrectly. What we would like to talk about right now is think. That before you post something on social media that you think. Think is an acronym in our social media world for the following. T, is it true? H, is it helpful? I, is it inspiring? N, is it necessary? And K, is it kind? Before you post something, if you could think, and if it fits into those categories, what a great thing to put out there. Put inspiring messages to others, supporting your teammates, congratulating your classmates on a job well done, all wonderful uses of social media. But please make sure you think before you post, as those actions can have consequences here at school. Have a great school year. Make sure that you're following the things that we've talked about. Get involved with activities. Show respect for one another. Take responsibility for your actions and make sure you're ready to learn. And we will have a great school year together.
Hi everybody, I'm Mr. Blatzheim and I'm the Arts and Activities Director here at Apple Valley High School. And I'm here to tell you a little bit about all of our clubs and activities and things that you can get involved in, but mostly I'm here to tell you just to get involved. Here at Apple Valley High School, we're so proud of our long-standing tradition of co-curricular successes, and we just want you to find something to get involved in. We have so many different things that you can join. Student service organizations like National Honor Society, Interact, Student Council. We have different clubs around academics and STEM activities like robotics, Science Olympiad, math team, and so many opportunities in the arts and activities like our nationally recognized speech and debate program, our state champion mock trial program, and so many opportunities in dance, theater, instrumental music, vocal music, and so many more. My main message to you here today is to say, get involved. Be a part of the greater Eagle community. Whether it's one of the activities that I just listed off or one of the other great opportunities that we have here for you, there's something before or after school that you can get involved in. All of the adults in this building care about you, but they don't just care about you from 7:30 to 2:20. Many of them show that by being advisors, coaches, or mentors. So talk to your teachers, figure out what your passions are, and find something to get involved in. Talk to members of the Eagle community, especially those of us teachers who went to school here. And they'll tell you that their memories of high school aren't just what they learned in the classroom, but oftentimes they're the things that happened out in the co-curriculars as well. Those memories of being on the football team or on the basketball court, being on the quiz bowl team, traveling on the weekends with the speech team to different tournaments. That's where you can learn so much more than you'll just learn in your classes, and where you can really expand your sense of Eagle pride. So here we are, it's the first day of school. For some of you, it's your first day of high school. For others of you, it's your last first day of high school. No matter what, you're welcome here. All of the adults in this building are here because they care about you, and we want you to know that you can find us no matter what. Whether you have any problems, questions, or concerns, find any one of us, and we're here to help. Eagle Pride is about being a community, it's about being a family, and you're all part of this family now. So welcome to Apple Valley High School. Have a great year.